Hey everybody, this is Derek, aka No One on YouTube. Thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for visiting my channel, and thank you for rocking out with me because I'm about to do the warning, and it is a rockumentary that somebody literally just posted 4 days ago from the channel, their YouTube channel, Renaissance Man. Um, now, somebody, and this is a pinned comment that's on that video. It says, "You always do an incredible job promoting them. They are truly blessed to have you. Everything you produce is top notch. When I see TNSR, I know I'm in for a treat. Well done. Don't stop. And thank you." I even see one of my subscribers that's commented on here, Elgon Williams, and he says, "Does anyone else feel it? That 2026 is the year the warning breaks through in the US market in a huge way, as in winning major awards? The ones that they have always had as goals, selling out venues the same size as those they have owned for several years now in Mexico, and maybe even a number one song or two on the rock charts, and perhaps a crossover as well. More songs are placed in movies and TW show, the warning shows. In other words, blowing it up and becoming a household name. You know what will happen eventually because they actualize their dreams into reality. It is a matter of time. But I think the time has come for them to dominate the world, and they deserve it. They've earned it. So absolutely, I completely agree with Elgon Williams on that. And and in all honesty, like, they've been collaborating with other artists, like Dead Poets Society, which is, an American rock band, and, let me see, who else did they well, I mean, I don't know how popular Band Maid is in America, but I know internationally they're popular, and they got together with them and did that collaboration, and they've done a couple other collaborations as well. I even saw that they did something with, Hailstorm, which is a rock an American rock band. So, I think the more that they do these collaborations and that these American bands that recognize the warning for being awesome, I think I agree with Elgon. Listen, 2026 when they release their new album, that may go off the charts on the rock charts right here in America. So, and that's what I'm hoping for them. So, I've done enough waffling, as the British always say. I just love saying that. I had a British friend that would always say that. And I'm like, what does that mean? Why do you keep saying that I waffle? And he told me it's like, oh, that just means like you're talking on and on. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I do waffle quite a bit. All right. So enough of all of that. So let's go ahead and get into this. Rockumentary that was put together by Renaissance Man, and I will have the link to the original video so that you can go to this video and press like and watch it here, give him the views. But this is just going to be just my reaction to it. So let me go ahead and put my headphones on. Um, and just to make it fair use, number one, and number two, so that I'm not just reposting someone else's content. Again, I'll be making pauses. I'm going to make some comments on what I'm observing, what I'm experiencing, or whatever thoughts come up into my mind with this. And it's 20 minutes. So, all right. Ready, guys? TNRS, the Warning Rockumentary. Let's go.
Every once in a while, a new force shakes the foundations of music. From the heart of Monterrey, Mexico,
Man, the scenery here is absolutely beautiful. I didn't know Mexico was that beautiful. Wow.
every once in a
How
while,
gorgeous
a
is
new
that?
force shakes the foundations of music. From the heart of Monterrey,
Beautiful.
Mexico, three sisters dared to dream beyond all expectations. This is not just a story about music, but about sisterhood, ambition, and the unstoppable power of believing in yourself.
I would also have to say of hard work, practice, learning their instruments young, and then having the natural talent of songwriting and all of these different things. So I'm sure they'll say that later. By the way, this is a female voice. So is it a female that put this documentary together, or is this just, I mean, it could be AI nowadays, or it could be somebody that's in partnership with the production company that put this together. But either way, you guys could let me know in the comment section.
Journey would take them from local jam sessions to some of the world's most renowned stages. This documentary brings you behind the scenes into the lives and hearts of the Warning, where family, talent, resilience, and passion form the unstoppable rhythm of a new generation in rock. Welcome to The Warning.
Hi, I'm Alejandra.
Hi, I'm Paulina.
Hi, I'm Daniela, and we're The Warning.
Daniela, Paulina, and Alejandra Villarreal were destined for music from the start. Growing up in a creative...
Sorry for pausing again, but look at how fast Ali's fingers are as she's playing the bass.
Daniela, Paulina, and Alejandra Villarreal were destined for music from the start.
Incredible.
Growing up in a creative household, their earliest memories echo with piano keys, guitar strings, and laughter. But destiny took a unique turn thanks to a popular video game, Rock Band. Hours spent playing the game at home inspired each sister to pick up a real instrument. Daniela on guitar, Paulina on drums. For Alejandra, her early fascination was with the harp.
And by the way, I know that this is from, I think they did 5 or 6 performances that came from like an EP that they released, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or like 2015 or something like that. And I put those in my personal playlist of The Warning, and it's at the top of the list because I was trying to keep it all chronological. But I think what I'm gonna do is do a full reaction to like all those performances as well. If you guys are interested in me doing that, you know, just go right back to the beginning, and YouTube shouldn't have a problem with copyright on those early recordings and stuff. So anyways, let me go back 5 seconds or 10.
Instrument. Daniela on guitar, Paulina on drums. For Alejandra, her early fascination was with the harp, the elegant strings calling to her imagination. But watching electric bass performances on TV, she fell completely in love with its deep sound and energy, deciding the bass would be her destiny. For the sisters, Rock Band was more than just a game. It was their first rehearsal, their first stage, their first taste of sharing music as a family. This virtual experience planted the seed that would grow into a world-class rock band. Years later, developers of Rock Band honored this journey, including the Warning's own songs in the game, a full circle moment fueled by the same joy and unity they felt as kids.
Siempre crecimos en una casa muy musical, un ambiente muy musical. Nuestros papás son muy amantes de la música, entonces siempre crecimos viendo conciertos en la tele de Queen, de Pink Floyd, de AC/DC, de muchos artistas. Pero yo creo que como empezamos a tocar nuestros instrumentos fue a través del videojuego del Rock Band. Nos encantaba jugar de chiquitos. Bueno, yo estaba todavía muy chiquita para jugar, pero Dani siempre agarraba la guitarra, Pau siempre la batería, y nos encantaba, les encantaba ese reto de perfeccionar las canciones en el Rock Band y sacarse la calificación perfecta. Sí. Y desde ahí nos empezó a gustar mucho el rock, y desde ese entonces decidimos que eso es lo que queríamos hacer, lo que veíamos en ese juego.
That I guess we can all give a collective thanks to Rock Band for instilling rock music into them, and then the inspiration to pick up instruments and to play rock music. That's freaking awesome.
The sisters spent entire afternoons rehearsing together, learning from every mistake and always supporting each other. Their home was not just a place to live, but a place for ideas, rehearsals, and shared dreams. Sometimes the right moment changes everything. In 2014, the sisters shared a cover of Metallica's Enter Sandman on YouTube,
I think I
expecting
reacted
only
to this.
friends and family to watch. When their cover of Metallica's appeared on YouTube, it was an instant sensation. Millions watched, commented, and shared, stunned by the raw talent and confidence of these young girls from Mexico. Kirk Hammett of Metallica praised their musicianship. Major media Kirk Hammett of Metallica praised their musicianship.
Okay, so I just want to read that. Kirk Hammett said the drummer kicks maximum, you know what? I guess Lollapalooza had put up these three sisters covering Metallica's Enter Sandman just made our day. That's awesome. So from Lollapalooza posting that, then Kirk Hammett of Metallica saw that. And what a compliment for Powell, right? To get it directly from a member of Metallica. Freaking awesome.
Major media outlets reached out, and invitations arrived from television shows, most notably The Ellen Show. The world was watching, and the sisters were both excited and overwhelmed. What began as a simple home recording soon opened doors far beyond anything they
They're
imagined.
so young there.
Thousands
oh my
of
God.
fans flooded their social profiles, and what began as a hobby in their living room was now inspiring musicians and dreamers everywhere.
And for those of you that don't know, I have been, I've done all listens to all their albums, and I'm almost finished with all their music videos. I just have like 4 more from the Keep Me Fed album to complete, and then all their music videos I would have watched and reacted to. Most of the later stuff is up on Patreon. But after I do that, again, there is a plethora of stuff on YouTube for me to get into, like that interview with Ellen DeGeneres. I never saw that. I didn't even know that they were on Ellen that young. I believe later they were on Ellen performing, and I can't remember from what album. Maybe it was from the Error album. I'm not quite sure. You guys can let me know that too. But so I'm really looking forward to finishing up the official music videos that I'm doing so that I can start delving into more of the live performances, the TV appearances. I know they've been on Jimmy Kimmel more than once. And yeah, I'm looking forward to like really delving into a lot of stuff. I did react to a couple of performances they did at the MTV VMA Awards show, and can't put it up on YouTube, so it is up on Patreon. But I really want to go back to their older stuff that I can put up on YouTube, and then obviously the newer stuff will go on Patreon. But anyways, just wanted to let everybody know that I'm a fan. I'm loving all of it.
And as a hobby in their living room, was now inspiring musicians and dreamers everywhere. The viral sensation didn't just change their lives, it reinforced their message. Age, gender, and language are
I
no
reacted
limits for
to
those who
both
play
TED
from the
Talks.
heart. The power of the internet had built a bridge from Monterey to the entire world.
We actually started playing classical music. But then the rock band came in. My dad bought the game for us, and we literally wouldn't stop playing. I remember thinking at the time, how cool would that be if we could do it for real, you know? So when I was about 8 years old, my dad asked me yet again, do you want to play another instrument? Without leaving the piano, of course. And I said yes, and obviously I chose the guitar. Later on, Pau chose the drums, and Ale chose the bass. Although, curiously, she first wanted to play the harp, right, Ale? I don't know where that came from. I will always remember the first time we played together as a band. It was so nerve-wracking. I wouldn't stop shaking because it was all new to me, and it was our first time playing in front of, well, a large audience. It was just our friends and family. But it was so cool because once we got on stage, all the nerves kind of went away when we started playing the song, and I was having so much fun. And I remember saying to myself, this is where I belong. I mean, this is where we belong. And from that point on, we were just three girls with a big musical dream.
And now there are three young ladies conquering the world, and they will conquer the U.S., as Algon Williams was mentioning.
More than viral fame, the Warning's success stems from years of discipline, creativity, and growth. Their debut EP, Escape the Mind, marked their first original expression, a bold step into songwriting and production as teenagers. Soon followed 21st Century Blood, a reflection on modern life and challenges, while Queen of the Murder Scene demonstrated a fearless approach to storytelling. An ambitious concept album exploring human emotion and personal trials. With Error
And murder.
Emotion and personal trials. With Error, their lyrical maturity and musical experimentation reached new levels. And their most recent album, Keep Me Fed, shows a band that continues to challenge itself and grow. Listeners can trace their artistic evolution from powerful hard rock riffs to introspective, genre-blending lyrics. The sisters have always chosen independence, handling writing, recording, and even much of the production themselves. Paulina even wrote her first song before reaching her teens, a testament to their creative drive. In every release, their voices are genuine. Sometimes rebellious, sometimes vulnerable, always unmistakably authentic. It's this personal investment that draws audiences not only to their music, but to the soul behind each song.
And then, well, of course, we have to get back to Monterey for the Killer show. Since, I mean, obviously, we're super excited about that.
Yeah,
to be able to play in the arena of our hometown is huge for us.
The Warning quickly transitioned from small shows in Monterey to massive festival stages worldwide. As their confidence grew, so did their stage presence. Daniela commands the crowd with virtuosic guitar work and powerful vocals.
I remember in one of the interviews that Danny was talking about how she looks back at when they first started, like when they were younger and when they would play. Danny mentioned she was like, we were like statues. And she was saying that they had to teach themselves like how to jump up and down with their instruments, how to, get that stage presence. And you can see that when they were younger, like Danny was here, Ali was there, and they were just in their place playing their instruments. So they had to, they already had a presence, but by teaching themselves to, okay, I'm not just going to stand here. I need to the stage is, it's like, the old saying, the world is your oyster. Well, the stage was their oyster, right? So they needed to just conquer that. And they did. They did. So I can't remember which interview that was that I saw that. It could have been in like one of the other documentaries that I watched. But anyways, yeah, I loved how Danny was saying that was something that they had to teach themselves as well.
Daniela commands the crowd with virtuosic guitar work and powerful vocals. Paulina energizes with charismatic drumming and spontaneous humor. And Alejandra delivers thunderous bass lines with playful spirit. From local gigs in Monterey to rocking the audience at Mexico City's Auditorio Nacional, The Warning stands out not only as a Mexican band, but as a universal force in rock. Their fan community, the Warning Army, has become a global family, bonding over music, supporting causes, and sharing in every triumph and challenge.
Hey, and you guys are opening for Muse for concerts.
For the sisters, every show is more than a concert. It's a moment to connect, inspire, and share their lives with thousands of like-minded spirits. Taking the stage at major festivals and iconic venues is a dream for many bands, but The Warning made it a reality while still in their teens. Their live performances are filled with raw passion and infectious energy. Each show is a display of sisterly chemistry, technical skill, and fearless artistry. For every member of the audience, a Warning show is more than a concert. It's an experience.
We've had many offers and requests from people who wanted to be a part of our journey, but they always wanted to change an aspect of who we were and what we wanted to do as a band in the business point of view. And that made us feel very disappointed because, why would we have to change ourselves to be successful?
Exactly.
So this album is a result of us completely ignoring those people, and
I don't know if I remember that fact. So 21st Century
as a
Blood
result of us
was financed by the fans?
completely
I honestly don't remember that. I may have heard that, but I don't remember. But that is totally cool. Shout out to the TWA for that.
ignoring those people and doing our own thing because, thank you. One of the most important things to us is staying true to ourselves and what we want to do as musicians.
Of
And it's harder when you're a girl trying to play rock and roll. This goes all the way back to the 1970s with the Runaways, the early 80s with Joan Jett. It goes all the way back, and because they're all girls, just like the Runaways were all girls. Obviously, there's still that. It's not as bad today's world like it was in the 70s and 80s, but obviously, the industry will try to take control. And so it was awesome that they stood their ground and said, no, this is who we are, and this is what we want to do. And they did it. And again, shout out to the TWA who made all of that possible for them.
Ourselves and what we want to do as musicians.
Of course, breaking into hard rock as young women from Latin America was never easy. The industry is full of obstacles, stereotypes, and doubts. But The Warning faced them head on, refusing to let others define their limits. With every performance and every release, they prove that talent and dedication far outweigh prejudice and tradition. Their attitude on social media, responding to negativity with humor and positivity, has become a hallmark.
People gave them negativity on social media? Really? I haven't seen it, but this may have been like when they first started out, but what negativity did they get? If any of you have witnessed it and have seen it, let me know in the comment section. Like, what did they have to, try to combat? What did they have to respond to that was negative? But good on them for responding.
Inspiring others to embrace diversity and respect. Today, their influence stretches beyond music, encouraging a new generation of girls to pursue their dreams in rock. The support of family and their ever-growing fan base help turn challenges into milestones. The Warning Army plays a critical role here, fostering a community of respect, diversity, and authenticity, reflecting the values held by the band itself. Their message resonates not only in Mexico, but worldwide, making their victories meaningful not just for themselves, but for a new generation of artists seeking their place in the world.
So I got this opportunity on our last tour because Danny from The Warning is an incredible guitar player, to the point that like I'm literally watching her every night. So I ended up, finding this beautiful white Gibson Explorer. I was
By the way, that's Lizzie Hale, if anybody knows or doesn't know. Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm.
Finding the point that like I'm literally watching her every night. So I ended up, finding this beautiful white Gibson Explorer. I was originally going to give her one of my signatures, but then I'm like, no, it has my signature on it. Like I want something that like she can just call her own. I ended up handing her this guitar in the middle of her set. Same thing that happened with me and Jason Todd. And same thing. She thought I was just letting her borrow one of my guitars. So she literally asks me, it's the same conversation.
Wow.
All these years later. She's like, oh my gosh, really? Like, this is mine?
Well, I'm going to give it to you as a gift.
And I reacted to the Back in Black performance that Danny did with Orianthe. And yes, when Orianthe gave her the guitar too. So how freaking awesome that she gets that respect from these other female rockers that, that's just freaking amazing. I love it.
This is mine?
Well, I'm going to give it to you as a gift. This is yours. Hope you enjoy it and play that freaking rock and roll on those tours. Cole's going to take your other guitar. Yes, he's taking off with that one. He's going with that one. But that's yours now. That's all yours. She's amazing.
As their sound matured, international recognition followed. From praise by legends like Metallica and Muse, to collaborations and shoutouts from Hailstorm, The Warning quickly stood out in the global rock scene.
Hey guys! We have some amazing news to share with you. We have finally found a partner who believes in our vision and in our music. We are extremely happy to announce that we have officially signed with Lava Records.
Hey, actually, we have a new album coming out from our group, The Warning, and we have a big release party in LA. So very excited. The three sisters from Mexico who are just blowing up right now, and they play. I mean, they play like they're just incredible musicians, and I think it's so wonderful because it's a real rock band with three female musicians, and that's it. And I think it's time for that.
Signing with Lava Records opened doors to global touring and media exposure. Their music, sometimes in English, sometimes in Spanish, now reaches audiences from Tokyo to Berlin. International fans describe The Warning as both fierce and sincere. Thanks to their international recognition and collaborations with major bands, The Warning inspired thousands of young people to pursue their musical dreams around the world. Their journey from Monterey's living rooms to the world's biggest stages is a testament to the power of perseverance, hope, and hard work. The world now sees The Warning as proof that hard work and authenticity can transcend borders and languages.
Borders, languages, gender, whatever the case is. Rock and roll is rock and roll. And if you can produce it, rock on.
Estoy feliz porque esta siguiente presentación tiene que ver con mujeres que vienen desde Monterrey, México. Y quiero pedir un muy fuerte aplauso, por favor, para The Warning.
What makes The Warning unique goes beyond their music. Alejandra recorded her first professional bass track at only 9. Daniela's love of donuts and partnership with TNRS guitars are legendary among fans. Paulina brings both humor and charisma, often switching between lead vocals and entertaining her sisters with spot-on impersonations backstage.
Te puedo contar toda la historia desde niño, desde Warning.
The Warning ahorita es la banda, ¿no? O sea, es una banda tototota, güey.
Como 5 años les di clases. Soy muy amigo de Luis, del papá de ellos, desde hace 1000 años, desde que estábamos en prepa, yo creo por ahí. Y él me buscó porque quería hacer un cambio de maestros. Ya tenían maestros desde que estaban súper chiquitititas, ¿no? Ale, la bajista, tenía, yo creo que, no sé, te voy a inventar, pero a lo mejor 6 años. Entonces hicimos un cambio de maestros y entonces tenía su maestro de guitarra, su maestro de batería, yo le daba clase de bajo a Ale, pero luego yo me quedaba a darles clases de ear training a las 3, análisis de canciones, porque yo le dije, si quieres que les dé clases, no las voy a poner a tocar covers, ¿no? O sea, los voy a poner a componer. Y pues resultaron ser unas máquinas de componer, ¿no? O sea, entonces, vaya, yo no les enseñé a componer, yo las empujé a componer.
Ooh, I really liked what he just said. He didn't teach them how to compose. He just pushed them to compose because they already had the talent. That's freaking awesome. As a matter of fact, yeah. He didn't want them to of course, they're going to start off playing covers, especially when they were like 9, 10, 12 years old, of course. But it's good. Actually, it's more than good. It's great and phenomenal that they had someone there to guide them and to teach them and to push them in the right direction to where they're at today.
Covers, ¿no? O sea, los voy a poner a componer. Y pues resultaron ser unas máquinas de componer, ¿no? O sea, entonces, vaya, yo no les enseñé a componer, yo las empujé a componer.
A mi playera de otaku, escampando.
Sí, vamos con los tacos de ella.
Un acento así. Está medio apretado.
Oye, van enseñando la canción.
¿De qué? 3 días.
Sí.
No, ya no tuvimos tiempo o sea, nos la aprendimos muy rápido. Y luego regresando de Miami, los de que 3, 4 días que tuvimos en Monterrey, la corrimos aquí todos los días un ratito y eso es todo lo que la ensayamos.
¿Te entra por otro lugar?
Oh, this must be that session when they did You Oughta Know.
Their discography spans English and Spanish, symbolizing their global reach and Mexican roots. Their fans celebrate every new achievement with creative tributes and stories, making each tour and album release a celebration of community. As the credits roll, the Warning story continues, always evolving, always inspiring. Their message is clear: music is for everyone, regardless of age, background, or gender. The band's legacy is growing, breaking barriers and pushing the limits of what's possible for Latin American musicians on the world stage. And as thousands of young fans look up to them, the Warning offer unwavering encouragement. Never give up. Your dreams belong on the stage. This is The Warning. 3 sisters, infinite impact, and a sound that echoes through generations.
So interesting. So he or she must be working on a second part because, well, obviously it said part 1. So very interesting. I loved this documentary. It was really, really great. Very well done. Very well put together. Actually, I could probably just, go back to this screen. Anyways, that was a great documentary. I enjoyed being able to have recognized different parts that were put together in there because after reacting to them for like maybe 5 months now and delving into their music, their albums, their music videos, um, the deep dive I did to the Queen of the Murder Scene and all of that stuff. As I'm watching the documentary, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this, or oh yeah, this is when they did this. So, excuse me. So I'm glad I'm at the point now where, and of course, there's other stuff that I'm like, oh, I didn't know that they did that. So it must have been in a Latin Music Awards or a Latin show where was that when they were singing? Were they singing "Que más quieres"? Dime que más quieres. But I'm gonna have to look that up on YouTube now because now I want to see that performance. Um, but yeah, that was like totally cool to be able to really enjoy this documentary. Now, for me, when I was first, because I'm gonna have to rewatch everything that I've reacted to months ago because I get it, to have that first time reaction, but you know, when I get invested into a band, um, like let's say 2018 when I first discovered Nightwish, and then I first discovered their recent singer Flor Jansen, I deep dive. Okay, once you've captivated me, I deep dive into that, and so that's where I'm at right now with the Warning. So that's why I'm in the Nightwish Army. I'm also in the Warning Army. Um, and I want to go back and watch those TED Talks. I want to go back and, you know, watch different interviews with them. Because, I have a pretty good foundation now. Now I've got actually, I have a great foundation from the past 5 months. But now now I'm really looking forward to their fifth studio album. And this will be my first The Warning studio album release as a fan. And I can't wait. I know recently they've been in Florida this year. Um, you know, I've been struggling financially all year, and I'm not at that point yet at YouTube and Patreon where this is a well-oiled machine that's running and where I'm getting um you know a steady flow of income where I have extra money put aside. Um I'm paying some bills, that's for sure. And I'm very, very happy for that. And all of you out there that is supporting my channel is helping me do that. All the buy me a coffees, the Patreon members, the super thanks that I get, all of that stuff is helping me out financially so that I can keep doing this. This is my source of income. Because of health issues and other issues that happened earlier this year. But anyways, um, hopefully when that new album comes out, and hopefully I will be in a better position financially. When they come and concert down here, I am going. I am going to see The Warning. Okay. Um, and I will record it too. I will record like prior. I will make it a whole video of like me getting ready and me driving there and the whole 9 yards. I just want to make it like just a really cool outing of my first concert to see The Warning. So I'm just really excited for that. And I have all of you guys to thank. I know along the way I lost a lot of the Warning Army um or the Warning fans because I don't know why. I just did. But I think they're missing out on the fact that I have become like a fan who loves the band now, who loves their music, loves these girls. And so I don't know, maybe they'll come back around sometime soon. But anyways, needless to say, um the documentary that was or that is 20 minutes. Well, this reaction is now 40 minutes. So I've added 20 minutes of commentary and personal experience and all of that stuff because I want to shout out to the Renaissance Man and for putting this beautiful documentary together. Very, very well done. And my reaction to it is just an extension of love for the Warning, which is why he or she put this. Oh no, Renaissance Man. Okay, so it's a he. Put this together. So I'm gonna have the link to the original video so that you can go and press like on his video. You can go subscribe to his channel. And if this is just part one, I'm really looking forward to part two. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the reaction here because I've already said like a lot, but needless to say, in the description is going to be all of my socials as well. In the comment section, you're going to see a pinned comment that's going to have a link to my Buy Me a Coffee as well as a PayPal if you want to make a song request. But I think the more bang for your buck will be joining as a member on Patreon. That's where block videos go, Patreon exclusive videos that are there that are not on YouTube. Including all the music videos for Error and Keep Me Fed. And like I said before, I'm going to do a lot of these full concerts. And anyway, so I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there. And keep rocking out. Thank you for rocking out with me as I did this rockumentary on The Warning. Because I'm a fan and I'm part of the Warning Army. So I'll see you guys soon.